Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So we'll get right into it. I'm going to try to make these a little shorter, around 5 or 6 minutes, because you're busy people. I know it. We'll watch the weather this weekend. Friday, I think it's supposed to be okay. Saturday and Sunday, maybe some rain in Saratoga Springs, so that might affect our handicapping. But we'll get into it. There's 3 races that I want to touch on. Again, I'm going to jump right into the formulator. I'm going to show you why I like to use this product. Well, there's many reasons, but first thing I always do is check the scratch board. I just want to see what's going on in terms of who's been naughty, who's been nice. And I see the vet, I'm looking for vet scratches pretty much, maybe gate scratches too. We get Chocolate Cookie in race number 3. I know she's not in the pick 6, but she's a horse that's probably going to be very heavily bet. That's Thursday. Okay, so it would go to race number 3 here at Saratoga. And it's a mile and a 16th. Now this is a nice filly, but this vet scratch kind of worries me. It was when like June the 16th, so she was prep. This race was huge. Look at this last fraction, 21.95. So anyway, so scratch, a couple works since then. It could be okay, it might not be, I don't know. At probably even odds, I'm going to take a chance against her. There's 2 fillies I like in here almost equally. The 2 Giacosa, who you gotta watch Mr. Bond at Saratoga. He does extremely well at this meet. He targets it. He's had a couple of solid years. And Timeless Journey I like as well. This one coming off a stakes action. So anyways, we'll get to the meat of the matter here. We'll get into the pick 6 selections. Race number 8, there is a Steve Asmussen filly here, Candy Ginger, who I think is going to be okay. This is 6 furlongs. It's a 40 claimer. There's some interesting class drops in here, restricted to 3-year-olds, which is always good to know, the 3-year-old fillies. There's some interesting class drops. I like this turf to dirt move. It's not a traditional Asmussen angle, but it's okay. So this is a stakes winning filly. I know it was at Lone Star. I know it was Ruidoso. It's all right. She's a stakes winning filly. I like her in this price. I think it's totally reasonable that they're putting her in where she's going in. There's some others that I'm a little bit concerned of in terms of the class drop. Patty H, you know, they popped into a maiden 50 to get the win. She's going to take a lot of money. Sure, she can win this, but I'm going to take a stand against her and say that she's not. I don't mind Greatest Love for Tom Amos. Gets Irad. They've kept her like everywhere but on the bigger tracks, though. You know, Kentucky bred, who they paid a bit for. She's okay too. Blinkers go on. Easy to Bless. I want to bet this filly. She is 5 for 8, and she's been traded around in different claiming prices. Nobody ever wants to keep her very long. Even Mike Maselli, who's another guy who I want to focus in on this meet, he won a starter with her, and now he pops her back in for 40. So I don't know. It's like people just want to take the cash and run. It's like a ticking time bomb or something. Again, it's that always wanting to ask, why is a horse in where they're in? What is the trainer's thinking? Nobody gives something away that's of great value for nothing, not even in this game. So that's always playing in my mind. Why did they put her in here? Is there an issue? Is there something that we need to know about in terms of handicapping? It's very important. And then the stake race on Friday will be on the grass, the Forbidden Angel. Chad Brown has 3 horses in here. All 3 of them are really, really nice. I would love to bet Sacred Life. I would love to bet this horse, but I just think if it was a mile and the 16th, I'd be more interested. I just think the mile, you know, although he's 3 for 5 at the distance, I don't know. I get this feeling that he's going to come up short, that it's just not going to be far enough for him. He got too far back here at Pimlico. He does run well off of the shelf, so I do like that. He was in the maker's mark, and he finished, you know, game 3rd at this distance. He'll be coming late. He needs a lot of pace in front of him to chase. I'm not sure that scenario is going to play out. Delaware, he's okay. The other Chad Brown horse, who's likely to be the favorite, I think is probably the one to beat. Therapist isn't bad. He's in for a piece of it. He couldn't beat Value Proposition last time, though. And for that reason, I'm looking at a pair of 100 buyers here. This is a nice, very lightly raced 5-year-old. But he's done everything that they've asked him to do so far. It's good to see him get on a regular rotation now. He's never been able to put a lot of starts together. Not that Chad does that a whole lot anyways with these kind of horses, but it's nice to see him getting into regular rotation. And I am also quite interested in Rinaldi down on the inside. I think that this horse, he does have speed. There's not a lot of speed in this race. He might just be able to sneak away to the front and steal it. You can see he's been running very well. He hasn't been able to beat some of these Chad Brown horses, which is always an issue. He did beat Therapist here when he got to the front. The common denominator with these, Saez is his second, a win and win. Saez down here. I have this lighter because anything more than 2 years ago, I kind of try to ignore it, but Saez was winning with him here and here. That's another thing, how I set up my, my DRF. I customize it so I have workouts embedded. I have those races that are older kind of shaded, and I also have the time form ratings in there as well. So all the tools of the trade, that works for me. That's how I do it. There's a million ways to handicap. So find what works for you. Find what your specialty is. You don't have to be good at everything in this game. You can be good at one or two things and make a ton of money. So that's it. Signing out. Good luck today. Enjoy your handicapping for Friday, and we will regroup for Saturday's card on Friday. Cash.